myself Abhijit Santosh Sarangpalli. I am presenting the lubricating oils, its properties, additives, and selection criteria of lubricating oil today. First of all, what is lubricating oil or why we use it? So the lubricating oil is a substance which is used to reduce the friction, wear, and heat between two moving parts. Basically, it is used in various applications such as in engines, machinery, industrial equipment, etc. There are various types of lubricating oil used in these applications such as synthetic, mineral, semi-synthetic, or bio-based lubricating oil. We will see in detail about lubricating oils in next slide. So the next slide is about function of lubricating oil. There are various functions of lubricating oil. First one is it reduces the friction. Basically it's form a thin oil film between two moving parts of metal surface. Hence it is useful for reduces the energy loss and wear by reducing the friction. Second one, it cools down or it dissipates the heat from the moving part. Basically lubrication oil is not only used for reduce the friction, it also used as a heat dissipation. It absorbs the heat generated in engines and carry out the heat caused by the friction. Third one is minimize the wear and tear. As we earlier discussed, it also used to reduce the wear and tear between two parts. There are some other functions of lubricating oil such as clean components, is flushes out or it flushes the carbon deposits or dirt in the machinery and the internal surface of the gearbox or various machineries. Then it prevents also corrosion and ruts. It also used as a sealant in engines. Our next slide is about the classification of lubricating oil. Lubricating oil is basically classified on the two types based on origin and based on viscosity grades. Viscosity is one of the important property we use for selecting the lubricating oil. First of all, based on the origin, there is three types: mineral oil, synthetic oil, and bio-based oil. Basically mineral oil is derived from the crude petroleum. It is most commonly used oil in various machineries. It is cost effective and available in various grades. We use the mineral oil in engine oils or gear oils. Then the second one is synthetic oil. It is a chemically engineered lubricant, means we do or perform the chemical reaction with the oils and enhance its efficiency to work properly. It because of chemical work on the oil, it efficiency is increased. It gives a superior performance at low and high temperatures. It also increases the life and stability of the mechanism or machine. Basically it is used in aerospace and high performance engine. Then third one is vegetable or bio based oil. Basically it is biodegradable and environment friendly. It derived from the plants like castor, rapeseed, or sunflower. It is used in very sensitive eco-sensitive areas such as agriculture or forestry. The second type is based on viscosity grades. In it there is first type, light grade oils. Basically light grade oil refers to the oil, lubricating oil, which have low viscosity. So it is suitable for high speed or low speed both conditions. Example in our household things such as sewing machines or household applications, etc. The second one is medium grade oil. As medium grade oil, we know that its viscosity is moderate. It is generally used in automotive engines and moderate power machineries. And third one is heavy grade oil. It have a high viscosity, designed for or used in a heavy load low speed applications, example industrial gearboxes and marine engine. Our next slide is about the properties of lubricating oil. As we discussed, viscosity is one of the important property in lubricating oil, because on the basis of viscosity we have discussed or we have categorized the three main types of lubricating oil, such as light grade oil, medium grade oil and heavy grade oil. So the viscosity is very important property of lubricating oil. It measures the fluid resistance to flow. The higher viscosity, it means the thicker oil and better for heavy loads, and vice versa, lower viscosity flow easily and better for cold start. Then our next property is viscosity index. Viscosity index is used for or indicates the change in viscosity with the temperature, such as minimal viscosity change with temperature means high viscosity index, and oil become thin at high temperature, it shows that it have a low viscosity index. We have desirable or we have to choose the high viscosity for consistent performance. Third one is the pour point. Pour point refers to the lowest temperature at which oil flows freely. It is also the one of the important property of lubricating oil. And the last one is flash point. Flash point is refers to or indicates the minimum temperature at which oil gives off vapor that ignite. So it indicates oil safety and thermal stability. Flash point is basically used for safety reasons and thermal stability. It is also one of the important property of lubricating oil. Our next slide is about the additives used in a lubricating oil. Basically, additives is the substance or material which is used to enhance the efficiency or the properties of lubricating oil. So the first one is viscosity index improver. As we discussed, viscosity index is the important property of the lubricating oil. So there is one additive known as viscosity index improver, which minimize the viscosity changes with temperature and ensure stable lubrication in both cold and hot condition. Second additive is anti-wear additive. Basically it reduces the chance of wear between two moving surfaces. By using this additive we prevent the wear causes in various industrial equipment. There is one example of anti-wear additives, that is zinc diclinium phosphate, which is denoted by ZDDP. Third one is detergent. Detergent is also used as the additive in lubricating oil. Basically it is used for or it is added to clean the engine parts by removing the carbon and sludge. It neutralizes the acid formed during the combustion and it prevents the deposit formation in the gearboxes or the various industrial equipments. Fourth one is the dispersants. Dispersants keep the contaminants like soot and sludge suspended in oil, prevents the clogging and buildup, such as various foreign particles are engaged in lubricating oil by using it regularly. So it prevents the clogging and buildup of machinery. Fifth one is antioxidant additive, which prevent oil degradation due to the oxygen and extend oil life and maintain performance. Second one is anti-foaming. As we know, anti-foaming agents are very useful to reduce the foam formation and ensure the consistent lubrication and prevent cavitation. These are the some additives used in the lubricating oils. Our next slide is about the selection criteria of lubricating oil. Lubricating oil is basically selected on the various criteria such as type of machinery or operating condition, then the temperature range, required viscosity, frequency of oil change, compatibility of materials, and environmental safety consideration. Basically, first is type of machinery operating condition, where we consider the load, speed, and type of motion such as sliding or rolling in the gearboxes or various industrial equipments mechanisms. Second one is temperature, in at what temperature or we use the lubricating oil, or how the machine generates or heat, at which temperature we have to use this lubricating oil in this performance or these conditions. Third one is required viscosity. As we discussed, viscosity is one of the important property in both lubricating oil selection, also its property and application. Basically, we select the lubricating oil based on viscosity to adequate to ensure the adequate film strength and flow. Frequency of oil change and service life is also important criteria. So here are the 6 criteria of selection of lubricating oil. There are some advantages of lubricating oil. Reduces the friction and wear, controls the temperature, ensures smooth operation, protects against corrosion, keeps system clean, reduces maintenance cost. These are some advantages of lubricating oil. Next one is disadvantages. There are some disadvantages also in lubricating oil, such as oxidation and degradation time over a time, cost of high quality synthetic oils, environmental hazards, fire and explosion risk, incompatibility with materials, and frequent monitoring and maintenance. These are some disadvantages of lubricating oils. Next is environmental aspects and future trends. Basically, these slides is show that how should we use the lubricating oil, which tends to reduce the pollution or increase the biodegradability and smart lubrication. So there is various aspects, environmental aspects, for which we have to use the lubricating oil. First is bio-based lubrication. Second, to reduce the pollution and waste management, we should use oil is major hazardous waste must be collected and recycled properly. Third one is emission reduction. Low viscosity oil improve engine efficiency, lower fuel consumption and emissions. So there are some environmental aspect and future trends. Some future trends are lubricate in electric vehicles, special formulation of thermal management and electrical insulation required in EVs. So the future trend should be better in lubrication system. Nano lubricant and smart lubricant are also the new aspects inviting in the lubrication system. And the most important is green formulation. It push towards zero toxicity and renewable source based lubricants. So last slide is about the conclusion. Hence, the lubricating oil, as we discussed, lubricating oil is the most important consideration in the various industries and various machines, as lubricating oil plays a crucial role in minimizing the wear, reducing friction, and enhancing the equipment lifespan. Proper selection based on application, operational condition, and standard is essential. Here are the conclusions. Additive formulation significantly enhances the oil performance by addressing specific operational changes. Staying updated with modern trends like synthetic and biolubricant ensure the efficiency and sustainability, and well chosen lubricants leads to the longer service life, reduced downtime and cost savings. So thank you. This is all about the lubricating oil, additives and its properties, and we have also discussed the selection criteria of lubricating oil. So if you have any question, please ask in comment box.